Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to Tootie Talk Sense. Once y'all get up on in this video, like the video, go ahead and hit that all button, the subscribe button, and hit all so you can get notifications for when I go live. And follow me on all the social media. I'm gonna get that out the way right good and early, okay? Now y'all know I'm in that Chicagoland area, and I was telling y'all last week it was snowing. So the weather today is 60 degrees, which is good for Chicago, but it's raining. So I'm trying to get here in that traffic, and people, y'all know people can't drive in the rain. So excuse the lateness, okay? But we're gonna get right on up in here because we're gonna talk about Russell Simmons. It's been only seen it on a couple of news outlets that he was served papers in Bali for a lawsuit. But everybody been on P Diddy, so I was like, I don't know if it's haven't been picked up by a lot of news because P Diddy is keeping everybody busy, and also that it was the a bridge that collapsed in Baltimore. So even here in Chicago, that's what occupied a lot of the news this morning was the collapse of the bridge in Baltimore. So we're gonna get right on in, and we're gonna do Russell Simmons first because that's short. And like I said, I only seen a couple of news articles. The one I'm finna read right now is Hot97 .com. That's what I'm reading now. So the title of the article, this is from Hot97.com, and the title of the article is Russell Simmons shocked after served lawsuit in Bali. I know he is shocked. I'd be shocked too if I thought I didn't got away. And then hop, skipped, and jumped on across the borders that the U.S. can't go to. You see his picture looking like why? But why? So it says recent reports reveal that Russell Simmons, now residing in Bali, is still grappling with accusations of sexual assault, even in his remote location. Allegations have followed him to Bali, where he faced legal actions. Danielle John Ayobi, I probably pronounced that wrong, but it's a process server, delivered the lawsuit to Simmons on behalf of Drew Dixon, a former music executive. Dixon accuses Simmons of defamation for vehemently denying her sexual assault claims. The process server, I'm just say process server because I don't want to keep messing up this man's name. Visit the Bali Health and Wellness Resort owned by Simmons on March 5th at approximately 12:30 local time to deliver the legal papers. Despite navigating through two security checkpoints, the server spent an hour searching for Simmons before finally locating him. The server confirmed that the person he served was indeed Russell Simmons, a renowned celebrity recognized not only in Bali but across the United States and beyond. Simmons was accompanied by some associates when the server approached him. The server reportedly apologized for the interruption and handed Simmons the legal documents, informing him that they were intended for him. Simmons appeared taken back upon receiving the documents, prompting him to contact his security team and other associates for assistance. The incident highlights the persistence of legal challenges facing Simmons. Even in his current residence in Bali, despite his fame and influence, Simmons seemingly continues to grapple with these allegations of sexual assault and facing legal repercussion. Baby, he said he was like security. I'm like, I'm quite sure he was shocked because he didn't expect nobody to get through that security because he's talking about he didn't went through two checkpoints and still and looking for the man for an hour. You just able to roam around his resort like that. But they say a resort, so I'm assuming it's open to the public. I don't know if it's just he's the only person in the resort, but if it's open to the public, yeah, I know that security team.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job.
That's what the that server was over there saying because he got through. Server gonna keep his job, but the people on the security team that allowed that server to get through, baby. So let me find. I want to find the Daily Mail article about P Diddy because it had the most. It had the most pictures and more information in it. So that way I only have to read one article and not have to go and show y'all everything else. Because y'all know that P. Diddy got these allegations. The first Cassidy brought the first one, and he settled that within 24 hours, baby, because she had so much information up in there. He's like, no, not today, Jesus. Let's hurry up and settle this, because the stuff that she put in there, especially, they've been together. They was together for some years. He know what the stuff she put in there and the stuff that she left out. So if she was to come with the stuff she left out, because the stuff she put in there was pretty damning within itself. Now, Gassy was the first person. I believe there's been two other women, and then this man who's coming out. And if I'm not mistaken, the man's name is Lil Rod. Now, Lil Rod recently, it was Sunday actually, it said that P. Diddy has been sending people to threaten his 8-year-old daughter. Now, I'll be mad and I start telling like a mug too, you gonna threaten my daughter. Now, I don't know if that's what happened. I'm quite sure with as much government agency was involved, this stuff was already set up and pre-planned, and it probably wasn't because of Lil Rod, but it's a big coincidency. Now, let's go ahead and read this article by U.S. Mail. Let's see. And this one got a lot of pictures, so that's what I'm showing y'all, so y'all can see just the amount of government agencies that was there. Let me see, how long is this video? I played a video for y'all. And I already said it's raining, so maybe this internet, come on through Xfinity, as much as y'all charge. I'm gonna exit out. See, and I guess I'm gonna have to read it for y'all instead of letting the video play. But it says Diddy home in LA and Miami are raided by Homeland Security as part of sex trafficking probe after mountain lawsuits. It seemed like it was gonna play. It's teasing me. Two properties belonging to rapper Sean Diddy Combs in Los Angeles and Miami was searched Monday by federal Homeland Security investigations agents and other law enforcement as part of an ongoing sex trafficking investigation. The rapper, who is facing mounting sexual harassments and our lawsuits, was nowhere to be seen as agents combed through his properties on Monday afternoon, removing boxes and bags of evidence. While it was later confirmed that the mogul was not on board, Diddy's personal jet, Love Air LLC, has been tracked to Antigua in the Caribbean. Now, I know people. So, because if y'all have been following this, it was being reported, and I want to say by TMZ, that they was tracking his jet, and that he had, left the U.S. because his jet was over there in the islands right before this raid happened. But they're now saying that it's confirmed that his jet is over there, but he not over there. And so someone else was saying that sometimes with people's celebrity and everything have these personal jets. The way that they pay for the cost of the personal jets is that they rent the jets out when they're not using them. So it's possible that at this time the jet was just being rented out. That's why you see it going to so many different locations. But like I said, that's not confirmed. That's just what someone is saying. But it is confirmed that he's not over there in the Caribbean. Just his personal jet is. The police line was set up around the Los Angeles house in the wealthy Humby Hills neighborhood near Beverly Hills, where at least two men were put in handcuffs. Let me see. Okay. I'm just checking. Well, at least two men were put in handcuffs. Armed agents from the Department of Homeland Security entered luxury properties on both east and west coasts of the United States with video footage showing helicopters circling overhead. The agents, who were wearing vests, gathered in the home backyard near the pool. Multiple officers were seen carrying bags and boxes of evidence to a van with assistance from police dogs. The Homeland Security agents have descended on rapper Diddy's home in Los Angeles and Miami as part of an ongoing sex trafficking investigation. Dozens of agents on video advancing. This picture you're seeing right here. That's a bunch of. Diddy faces multiple sex abuse allegations. So right here is the man. Two of the now unidentified man was seen put in handcuffs at the property. And from what I was heard, that's two of his sons. If I'm not mistaken, it's King. And I want to say the other one is Christian, but I can't. I can't. Don't don't go specifically on my word, but let me see. Let me see if this video plays. This one's on.
The Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house in Holmby Field Hills, believed to be connected to Sean Combs, the rapper and music executive, perhaps being linked to a sex trafficking investigation. Let's go live to Stu Mandel up in Skyfox right now for more. Stu, what do we know?
That's a video.
Yeah, I understand you were live. Copy.
All right, there you see Skyfox overhead of this home where, again, we are seeing Department of Homeland Security investigators in this home now. Let's go to Haley Winslow, who's live on the ground right there. Haley, what do we know?
Sandra, this is going to turn into a huge scene that is going to be an all-day thing, and it involves, yes, P. Diddy. The home is actually registered to Bad Boy Films, which is a division of Bad Boy Entertainment, basically his company, and the home's registered to that and to his daughter. Now, from Skyfox to up there, he got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now, we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats and law enforcement.
But who tipped them off? You heard her say the news got there before they even put the crime scene tape up. Who called the news? Probably one of the neighbors. If they ain't got an inside man, one of the neighbors called them like P. Diddy Halligan. You know, you got some neighbors.
On the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which is part of Bad Boy Entertainment. And the home in particular is registered not only to Bad Boy Films, but to one of P. Diddy's daughters. Now, we are hearing from law enforcement sources that this involves sex trafficking, but we don't yet know to what extent or the details about that. But you better believe we will be on this all day, keeping you updated with the very latest. For now, reporting live here on the scene in Holmby Hills, I'm Haley Winslow, Fox 11 News.
Haley, thank you. And you can see from that ground shot a very active scene right there, a perimeter put up already. The department.
So let me finish reading. So I was just wanted y'all to see the news clip. That's the video. As you heard, they said it was sex trafficking, even though it's not confirmed, and they don't know what parts of sex trafficking. But according to y'all been following those lawsuits, I think every one of them lawsuits had to do with him getting a girl, getting a and some men too, and either buying the sex workers or picking up people at a concert, whatever. But he putting them on jets. They getting highly intoxicated with the drugs or liquor, or the liquor that was it was alleged that he would put like Molly and stuff in the champagne. People wouldn't know, and getting them messed up that way. And that's across state line. Anytime you cross state line, you know it's gonna be federal involved. Now I heard the last lawsuit, which is the guy DJ Rod, if I'm not mistaken, is he's the one who said in his lawsuit he say things about Puffy handing people pals when they come in, these unknown suspicious group of men that he will hand them to, and what happens from there he don't know. He didn't say yet. And he also is the one who said about the champagne, putting the Molly or whatever pills in the champagne, and people didn't know. So I don't know. There's a lot that could be said from those lawsuits. Now, a command post was set up outside the house, and agents were still entering and leaving hours after the search began. A spokesperson for Homeland Security investigation told DailyMail.com in a statement, earlier today, Homeland Security New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami's, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as they become available. DailyMail.com has contacted representatives for Diddy for comments. There was no immediate official confirmation about what precipitated the raid. The outing comes just weeks after one of Diddy accusers in a XEX assault lawsuit was ordered to reveal her identity. The rapper and music mogul has been fighting various legal battles, including one against an unnamed woman who claimed that he and two friends, SEX, assaulted her when she was only 17 years old. Rolling Stone reported Monday that four Jane Does and one John Doe, that's four girls and four females and one male, have already been interviewed by the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York for a probe relating to SEX trafficking, domestic violence, racketeering, with more scheduled. And this is just the dogs, photos of the Homeland Security with the dogs. It look like my dog. Hey, hey. K9 dogs joined the Homeland Security Investigation Unit for raid of Diddy home. Law enforcement agents carried bags of evidence to a van at Diddy's Miami home following the raid. Look, I'm trying to see if you can see what's in the bag. It looks like either paper or a laptop. You can't really tell what's in the bag. Homeland Security officers are seen at Diddy's waterfront mansion in Miami. That's them with the boxes of another Homeland Security agents carrying a box of evidence away from Diddy's estate. But they was suited and booted. They came ready, baby. Law enforcement officers ride on a vehicle on a street near Combs' Los Angeles mansion. Media gather as law enforcement blocks a street in front of property belonging to Sean Diddy Combs on Monday. Scores of police and squad members descend on Diddy Los Angeles home as part of a double federal raid Monday. This is just more officers. Police and Homeland Security raid the home in connection with federal trafficking. This is just the police walking near the home. A massive SWAT vehicle arrives at P. Diddy home in Los Angeles as part of the bi-coastal raid. I showed that car. I said, what did... Baby, they made sure they left no stone unturned. They came full force. While the women identified had yet to be revealed in the lawsuit, a judge just ruled that she would no longer be able to stay anonymous if the suit proceeds. Diddy has filed a motion to have the woman case thrown out, and she will reportedly remain anonymous until the judge rules on the motion. The accuser was the fourth woman to accuse Diddy of SEX assault in quick succession last year, after his ex, the singer Cassidy, sued him in November of 2023. Douglas Wilder, attorney for Cassie, and another of the Jane Does accusing Diddy, responded to the search in a statement to DailyMail.com. Now, this is Cassie attorney and another Jane Doe attorney. He said, "We will always support law enforcement when it seeks to prosecute those that have violated the law. Hopefully, this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for his deprived conduct." Tyrone Blackburn, a lawyer for accusers Rodney Jones and Liza Gardner, told Rolling Stone, "It's about damn time. Sometimes justice delayed is not justice denied. So long as justice ultimately arrives. It is not clear whether Combs was the target of the investigation." A spokeswoman for the U.S. Attorney Office in Manhattan declined to comment. Diddy, real name Sean Combs, have vehemently denied the accusations of each other woman and claimed they are looking for a quick payday. So, like, he's talking about the woman look for, what is all these cops and things looking for? Because this much smoke, some shit on fire somewhere. That's him and Cassidy. I'm just trying to see if there's more to the article before. Okay. After allegedly supplying the women with copious amount of drugs and alcohol, Diddy and two pals are accused of taking turns violently honoring the teen as she drifted in and out of consciousness, leaving her in so much pain that she could barely stand or remember how she got home, according to her complaint. Now, this is the one that he's making come and show her identity. Man, she was only 17 when this happened, that she's alleging that this happened. She was only 17. And this is her account of what happened, that him and two of the friends drugged and R-worded her. In harrowing detail, she described in her suit how Combs allegedly demanded that she pinch his nipple throughout the attack to help him get off, before pulling on a chair to watch her being R-worded and choked by his associates. She says she suffered in silence for 20 years until the R&B singer Cassidy sued Combs, her former mentor and ex-boyfriend, for allegedly subjecting her to savage beatings, drugged hotel orgies, and the R-Road. Combs denied the claims in that case, and the two sides reached an out-of-court settlement barely 24 hours after the suit was made public in November 2023. After a flurry of subsequent allegations, Diddy tweeted out a new statement under the heading, "Enough is enough." No, if this stuff was true, enough was enough back then. When you should have told yourself that. Combs is among the most influential hip hop producers and executives of the past 3 decades. Formerly known as Puff Daddy, he built one of hip hop's biggest empires, blazing a trail with several entities attached to his famous name. He's the founder of Bad Boys, 3-time Grammy winner. Don't be including Mary up in this. Don't even mention Mary when y'all talking about this lawsuit. Combs created the fashion line Sean John. I'm gonna not include all them names that they just read off, but Combs created the fashion clothing line Sean John, launched the Revolt TV channel with focus on movies, produced the reality TV show Making a Band. Lawsuits against him describe Combs as a violent man who used his celebrity to prey on and intimidate women. And they should have put in men, because it ain't just women. Because y'all know it came out that he was the one who, blew up Cuddy's car because he liked or was dating Cassidy or something like this. So it ain't just women. Nobody was safe. You had your kids, had your wife, and your husband too. Diddy was take that to everybody. Okay, so that's what's being recorded, and that's what's on all the news outlets. I don't know. It's when these lawsuits drop. I know everybody was saying that. I don't understand why he's not in jail. Why he's not in jail? And I believe it was because they was building the case. And then what I thought about today with this raid, I said, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Because sometimes when a law enforcement has something on you and they can't prove it, what if they actually went to Cassidy first and was like, hey, we there's rumors about what P. Diddy did to you. If you can, be brave and start this lawsuit, we believe that we can get other people to come behind them, and that's how we will get them. I said, what if that came first and not Cassidy, and then they investigate? But either way, they've been behind the scenes. What y'all think? Do y'all think that's a possibility? I say, I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I have seen, you have seen that stuff. Maybe I watch too much TV, but you have seen that stuff like that when they're trying to take someone down or have some information, but they can't sustain the information. They'll go, and the best thing they say, nothing like a woman scorned. And so they'll go, and the best thing to do is to get somebody who was connected to you at that time that you have wrong. And, so maybe she did the lawsuit. And then in either way, that lawsuit got a lot of people coming for. And I believe they was behind the scenes, of course, collecting evidence, collecting statements. And then, of course, they had to have enough evidence to file these warrants to go to both houses to present to two different judges in two different states to get this warrant. And I'm like, as much force was used, I'm like, how much tax dollars did this cost? And they should charge it back to P. Diddy the same way they did Cardi Lee when she went in and she got to pay all that money back, because that was just $80,000 that she had to all this force, baby. I know this cost. So I said we're gonna see what ends up coming of this and what's happening next, because of course there's gonna be more to come to it. Because if you notice, they haven't said they had a warrant for Puff Daddy. They haven't said they had a warrant for it to go and search the houses. Of course, that's gonna give them more evidence to have, so they can get a warrant for him and whoever is connected to him to take it down. But as of now, and as of what I heard, they haven't had a warrant for Puff Daddy. Now, the last reports was that they seen Puff Daddy like pacing back and forth, like on the phone, pacing back and forth. And I don't know the location, but I do know that his sons were the ones. Two of his sons was some of the guys who was in the handcuff. And I'm like, if nothing else, because like I said, it doesn't sound like they got a warrant for him yet. But if nothing else, I said, baby, you ain't finna go check on your kids. So you just finna go on, get on the airplane or whatever you at. Like, oh, they raided my house. They got my sons in the handcuff. You know what? Gotta go. So he was
Fuck
just
them
like,
kids. Fuck the kids.
I said, and then if you also recall, P. Diddy, one of his baby mamas, was already mad at him for having his son around a behavior and environment that she didn't agree with. Now you didn't get her son handcuffed and not necessarily involved in, but the raid. And some people are asking, well, did they have to handcuff him? As far as I know, when they do a raid, anytime I see it on TV and the news, when they raid somebody's house, they do handcuff everybody just to ensure the officer safety. Now, I've once you've been, searched them and everything, you could take the handcuff off, but it may be part of protocol. No, I'm not in law enforcement. I don't know any of that. But as the mother of the kids, oh, I'd be highly upset. And they didn't say anything about where the twins are at either. So I don't know if the twins are off in school, or doesn't seem like they was at either one of these houses. And so I guess it's gonna be more to come, y'all. Y'all go ahead. Don't forget to like the video while y'all in here. Subscribe to the channel and follow me on social media. All of it is Tootie Talk Sense. I'm gonna go on head out here and fight this Chicago weather, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I will catch y'all next time.